Hello yogis, my name is Dan. I'm glad to have you here. We're going to continue our yin yoga practice. Last time we learned about what yin is, the basics. This time we're going to aim to retreat further into our own minds. We want to be able to clear our heads because we're constantly in a world that's moving and just active. We need time to ourselves to return to peace and just declutter the mind. Today we'll work a bit on the hips and the shoulders. We've got our props today. Make sure you've got your bolster, your blanket to protect the knees, and 2 blocks off to the side. We'll start standing today. Meet me at the top of your mat. Feet together, arms out to the side. Start to take in deep breaths through the nose, and then back out through the nose. Grounding into the floor. Staying rooted and strong. Begin to focus more on your breathing, the quality of the breath, the length. Start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Shake the head side to side. Our next inhale brings the arms up and overhead. Seal at the top and take it back to heart center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Dangling posture. Let the arms be loose. The crown is directed directly to the ground beneath you. The only thing engaged here is our legs keeping us up. Now if you need extra support, you can always grab a block, place it underneath the hands so that you're not so compressed. It might alleviate some of that tension. The longer you're here in this posture, notice how the spine begins to elongate. Slowly start to come out of your posture, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. The head is the last to come up. Inhale sweeps the arms overhead. Seal. Come back to heart center. Bring the feet a little bit wider than hips width distance. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold down. Bring the hips down. Hands press the knees away. Option to grab your block. Place it underneath the hip. We're in our yogi squat or malasana. Take a deep breath. Exhale, relaxes the upper body. The arms are loose. The only thing engaged here is our legs. They're keeping us up. This posture, we should feel quite a bit of compression and stretch in the hips. That is where we're sending our breath, our energy. Remember, we're in our postures for a good amount of time. Don't let the ego get in the way. If you need a block or some other sort of prop for support, please grab it. We don't need to worry about what we look like here, just that we're feeling a stretch in our posture. Notice how over time it's easier to compress, and perhaps you're able to fold further forward, bringing the forehead to the earth. Start to lift the head, press the ground away, hands to heart center. Engage the legs so that you lift all the way up. Arms reach out and come to the low back. Press the hips forward. Take a deep back bend. Return to center. Bring the feet together. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, lower down onto the mat. Meet me on all fours. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Taking a cat-cow. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Continue this a few rounds at your own pace with your breath. Feel free to add any bit of movement. Maybe you wag the tail, roll the shoulders. Come to stillness, and we'll sit our hips on our heels. Now, if you need support, take a block, place it underneath your seat. Feel a stretch in the ankles, compression at the knees, but not so much that you feel pain. If at any point you feel like it hurts, you want to come out, reset, maybe add more props underneath you. You can always add a blanket or a bolster underneath the thighs for support. Hands rest down. Chin lowers to the chest. Connect your breath to the areas where you feel sensation, being the ankles and the knees. Feel free at any moment to go further into your practice by lessening your support. If you can do so, you can always try it out. If it's not for you, go back to the previous level. Start to lift the chin off the chest. Gaze is forward. Shift onto all fours. Tap the tops of the feet into the mat, just to let the blood flow return. Come off of the hands. Bring them to the low back. Going into our camel. Press the hips forward. Let the head drop behind you. It's one of our more active postures in Yin Yoga, more intense. If at any moment you need to come out and reset, feel free to do so. Now you can always go further, grab your blocks, use them for support at the side. If you don't want the blocks, you can drop down to the heels. Aim to keep the hips pressed forward. Return the hands to the low back. Take 3 breaths here. Slowly bring the chin to the chest. Lengthen out. Hands return to the ground beneath you. Walk the hands out in front of you. Forehead down to the ground. Option to roll the head side to side, massaging the forehead, the temple, before settling in. This is Anahatasana, our melting heart pose. Relax the shoulders, let gravity do the work, and pull them down to the ground. At this point of our practice, if our mind hasn't started to rein in, let's bring our focus to our breathing, the length of the inhale, and trying to keep the length of the exhale even. If it helps, count the length of the inhale and exhale. Keep that going through your mind until all there is the breath. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, press the ground away, taking 2 cat-cows. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Return to neutral spine. Cross the ankles. Take an easy sit. Take a moment to yourself. Watch as I set up for this next one. Blocks out to the side. Grab your bolster, place it in front of you. Shift forward onto your knees. Make sure that you've got the blanket underneath. It can be a little intense in our frog posture for people with sensitive knees. Bring them out wide. as far as you feel comfortable. Bring the blocks in close. Pull the bolster in close for your torso so that the chin hangs off of the edge when you lower down. Forearms can be planted down, or grab your blocks, place them out in front of you if you haven't had enough in the shoulders. Let the hands rest on top. Start to breathe. Notice the sensation of the hips. You can always adjust yourself until you feel like you're in that perfect position that you can hold. Remember, the more you shift your hips forward, the easier this posture is. The more you shift them back, the harder it gets. The more intense the stretch. About halfway through, take a moment to notice your body, what you feel. Adjust yourself so that you get the perfect amount of stretch or tension. Remember, you don't always have to go further. You can go backwards and lessen. Listen to your body, what it has to say, what you feel. Let it flow out. And clear your head. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Start to lift up. Bring the feet in close first. Press the blade edges down into the ground. Lift the knees and bring them in close. Take your blocks, your props off to the side. Return lengthwise on the mat. Lower onto the belly, placing the forearms out in front of you in our Sphinx posture. Relax the glutes. Keep the head lifted off of the shoulders. You can close the eyes or find a point to gaze at. to relax all tension along the backside. Don't let it return. Don't let it creep up on you. Melt the body downwards. Bring the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Gaze at the top left corner of the room. Find the ankle of perfect stretch for you along the neck. Hold. Lift up. Take it over to the left side. Left ear, left shoulder. Gaze to the top right corner of the room. Find that angle of stretch and stay there. Return your head to center. Lower all the way down onto the belly. Reset. Relax from that back bend. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Take a moment here. Exhale. Send the hips back into a child's pose. Arms are out long in front of you, forehead down to the ground. Keep the deep breaths going even when they're compressed. Notice the subtle moments when your body begins to relax. The hips go further back to the heels. Shoulders relax to the earth. Notice all the muscles that it takes to get there. Next inhale slides our chest through. Up dog. Send the hips back, cross the ankles. Meet me in an easy sit. Hands to heart center. Deep breaths in through the nose. Deep breath out through the nose. Inhale takes new energy. Exhale releases the old. Breathe in. Let go of all the stale emotions you've been holding on to. Hands down on the knees, and then lower onto your back. Taking our Shavasana, our corpse pose. Everything is settled in. Press your props away to the side. Notice your body. What's relaxed? What isn't? Rein it all in and give yourself a few more moments of peace. Start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Next breath brings the arms up and overhead. Point the toes down and away from you. Good morning stretch. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Nice and tight, sending lots of love throughout the body. Roll side to side for a gentle back massage. When you're ready, go ahead and lay on your left or right side, resting your head on your bicep. Free yourself. Let go of anything you don't need. Place it down on the mat. Come up renewed and refreshed in an easy sit. Hands down on the knees for grounding. Up to receive energy. I'm glad you joined me here today. Thank yourself. Be kind to your body. Inhale, reach overhead. Hands to heart center. Light in me sees and honors light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe if you like the video so I can continue doing this. And I'll see you next time. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you would like to get to. Have a great day.